cleaner than we were against Kansas State. You know, we still struggled at times, and you know, we got to continue to work and get better. We know, our guys know that what's ahead of us is real, and you know, credit to Louisiana Tech. That's a good team. You know, they played OU first game of the year, and when you watch their game film against OU, we knew that the previous game they had gotten beat, Louisiana Tech, was kind of not the norm. It was an anomaly a little bit because OU really struggled, and it was kind of ugly and a strain like our game was a little bit. And so, you know, they did a really good job. They had a good plan. And did some good things that were new that we had to adjust to in game, and I thought our guys overall were able to overcome that, and we made some big plays when we needed them.
What does do the third down issues? It seems like, yeah, when you look overall, you're doing well, leading the nation, or you were going into it, but really that's first and third quarters you were over.
Yeah, you know, we weren't very good on third down. You know, they did a good job on defense. They had some good adjustments that we adjusted to throughout the game that they had not shown before, and we got to get our guys in some good plays in those situations so they can make plays. We had been pretty good. I mean, like I said, we were leading the country going into this game, so that'll be a big point of emphasis, of course, next week, as it will everything else. But we weren't very good on third down, and we got to be better. That's what ultimately caused us to punt as much as we did. We weren't able to stay on the field, and we got to do better.
Go with that, Rhett. A lot of those third downs that were fails were third and long situations in particular.
Yeah.
Not to put it all on the quarterback because those are very low probability plays, but just how important does that make Cap on first down in particular? Because a lot of his average on first down was very good to put you in those second and medium, second and short spots. Just how crucial is it to have the success on first down? I mean, it's obvious, but how much does it speak to it? Because when you're getting third and long, you weren't having success.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're playing, who your quarterback is, third and long and third and long. 3rd and 7+ is a lot lower percentage of picking up than 3rd and 6 or less. I mean, that's just a given. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're at, you're going to see those percentages be pretty consistent. And so first down is huge. It's always good to get ahead of the chains where you're in a 2nd and 6 or less. And usually when you're in that situation, you're going to have a 3rd and manageable. We had a couple more negative plays than we've had in the past. You know, we had a sack, we had I think a reverse that was a negative play. We had a couple plays that got us behind the chains. I think we had a holding call as well. Things that are a little uncharacteristic of us, but you're right. We've been better at third downs the first 3 games because we've been ahead of the chains most of the time. And when you're ahead of the chains, obviously the type of looks you get are different, but then you also have the threat of a run as a possibility too, so it makes the defense play you different. And we did. We had a lot of third and longs. And we got to do a lot of things. We got to be better running the ball on first down. We got to be better throwing the ball on first down. We just got to do a better job of staying ahead of the game. So, you know, you want to have no more than 1 to 2 or 3 third and longs in a game if you can help it. And that's something we were good at last year on first and second down, and something we weren't very good at yesterday.
I guess LSU has had much more success slowing you guys down.
Yeah.
As anybody. Is there something specific about them other than obviously they got talented players?
Yeah. Obviously they got great talented players every year. It's always a great game, Auburn and LSU. And John Chavis has done it for a long time, and they have. You know, they whipped us last year, especially in the first half. Our guys, you know, should be very motivated to play better in this game, and there's no question we've struggled a little bit against LSU in the past. I think it's a great credit to them and to Coach Chavis. They do a really good job of what they do. They're really good at it, and you know, it's going to be a good challenge for us to try to redeem ourselves and play well.
What have you seen out of Cameron Toney in the week you've had him, and what do you expect out of him the rest of the season to contribute?
You know, we're just in the early stages, just trying to see if it's a fit or not. So it's not. I wouldn't read too much into it yet. It's just, is it a situation where we could help our team this year or not? And you know, he's a smart kid. He's a tough kid, so he's done well so far. You know, CJ and Brandon will continue to be the guys playing that spot. But, you know, we're about to hit that grind where, you know, I think, 7 of the next 8 games are SEC opponents where, you know, physically you never know what's going to happen. So you're always trying to stay a step ahead of the game.
What kind of production have you gotten out of the HVAC so far?
It's probably been like our offense, a little bit inconsistent. There's things Brandon's done really well. There's other things that he's still working on to get better. And so, you know, and I think CJ's done a nice job at times. We've moved CJ around more and played different spots than Brandon. But like I said, I think we're 4 games in, about last year, about 3 or 4 games in, you really started to feel okay, because you got enough game reps on everybody, personnel. I said, okay, this is what they're really good at. This is what maybe we need to keep them out of these situations when we can. And so you try to build around the strengths. And